What's up, y'all? This is OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and I'm back again with another one. It's hot as hell, and I'm under the trees. It's the only area where there's some shade at. But if you're just now tuning into my channel, I've done 20 years on a 30-year federal prison sentence, and I'm home, and I'm talking about my experience of being in federal prison. And now, Chasing Me book series out, part 2 dropping this year. I can say this, talking about my federal experience and being in federal prison, doing 20 years, being in the streets. It's an epic story, some highlights, some low points, the highs and lows of being in federal prison, leaving your family, being a loner on the journey, and I'm here to speak on that. Doing 20 years in federal prison really opened my eyes to a lot of different things. Not having no money, family, friends, everybody turn their back on you. It really show you where you are and who you are as a person, and it build character. That situation built another part of my essence, being in that situation. So after I was done doing the 20 years, getting released from President Obama before he left office, when I was released, the day I was released, I was done with criminal activity and financial gain of the street code and the things that came with the street code. I lost 20 years of my son's life, 20 years of both my daughter's lives. Well, 3 of my daughters. I lost 20 years out of each one of their lives. And they was babies when I left. And I don't tell these stories or talk about this situation for glorification. It's for educational purposes, healing purposes, and growth purposes. That's why I talk about my journey. But as of late, that street shit it got a grip on you to the point that even though you trying to wiggle and stay from that, it's always entities or people that's like dedicated on trying to bring you back to the lifestyle or the thought process that you use to deal with certain situations. And me dealing with certain situations, I didn't handle them right. You know, I wasn't able to communicate and talk things out. I dealt with things like things like everybody else, you know what I'm saying, especially being in the streets. That I'm no longer in the streets anymore, street entities still try to pull you back on different levels, whether it's a quick lick, some gangster shit, all of it intertwined to be the same thing. And it's the end result of jail or death. And I don't want no parts of that. I already done jail. And I'm guaranteed death. So on this journey that I'm living now, I'm trying to live a long, prosperous, healthy life at the age I am now, after serving 20 years in federal prison. And I will not fall back victim to things that landed me in federal prison. You know, so I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and just tell y'all that when the streets try to pull you and grab you, and I've been home 5 years, and it's a constant battle to fight off the negativity that comes with the streets. And being in the streets, certain situations still haunt you. You know, from the way you treated people, the way I was a bad person. So certain things still come to your present from your past. So whatever you have to do to stay away from that type of situation, those situations, y'all do that. Y'all do that at all costs. And if you got a family member, a sister or brother or cousin that's in the federal system, that's doing an extensive amount of time, any amount of time is serious, because once you went away from your family, you don't get that time back. Once you're away from your children, you don't get that time back. And there's no benefits. It's just hardship and pain and sorrow. So I talk about this situation. I come on here to express myself because I'm truly grateful to be home. I could have lost my life in that situation. There's people, there's men in that situation that's dying from heart failure, different situations, liver, colon cancers. They dying. People are dying in that horrible situation. So if you got a family member in there, tell them to walk the straight and narrow, man, and give it up, because the so-called friends, the so-called homies, they not your homies. Your friends are not your friends. I turned guns on day ones behind the streets. I turned guns on guys that I considered my brother at one time behind the streets. So I'm pulling guns on my brother for having a street mentality. So nothing good come from that street. I lost 20 years of my life, but I gained a lot of growth with that situation, because I could have lost my life. I could have lost my life or been in jail for the rest of my life. So only two choices of being in the streets. This OG Weezy, y'all heard it from me. Y'all got a sister, cousin, uncle, brother that's in the streets or in federal prison or in prison in itself. Encourage them to be better, do better, because it's not designed for us to win. This OG Weezy Urban Conversion, I'm just tapping in. Y'all have a great Saturday. Peace.